Alright, so since you guys loved the last video so much with Andrew Tate, we have a special guest on today. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Daddy.
He's my father, Eric, and today we're going to be reacting to one of my biggest idols when I started doing self-improvement and the whole YouTube journey, Hamza. So, do you have any idea who Hamza is?
You told me you like him. I don't know him at all, but looks good.
But have you heard any of his videos, or this is going to be your very first time?
None, really none.
Alright, so this is going to be a raw reaction from a middle-aged dad, I guess you can say. So not really Hamza's targeted audience, but let's see if he likes it. I picked a very short video since, you know, attention spans are not the best nowadays, but here we go. Here goes nothing.
Jeffrey's like the guy who doesn't even try to improve himself. But in fact, he hates on you for trying to start working out and being productive. Why? Because you invalidate Jeffrey's excuses, and that pisses him off.
So what do you think so far? What's your first thoughts on this guy, just by hearing his voice?
Well, I've seen those images before. That's what they use in the crypto space.
Right.
They use those goofy-ass cartoons. And seems like low-hanging fruit. It's well made, it's well edited, because he's got a lot of things happening in there. So it's not like boring to look at, but the message seems very basic.
Well, that's the idea. He makes it like digestible by people with low attention spans, because he wants people to gravitate towards it that maybe aren't, you know, monks. He's not really addressing monks on this channel. He's addressing people like that don't really know what to do with their lives and don't have much ambition. So that's why it's all, like you can see, it's already on Discord.
It's already on Discord. He has a guy with headphones in front of a computer, not that different from us.
Right, but we're making
it's
content.
smart in that way. He knows who his audience is.
Yeah.
His audience obviously wants to get better built, work out more, and he's basically saying that somebody's holding this guy back?
Well, he's holding himself back, because look what he does. Instead of producing anything, he's just consuming, talking nonsense. He's not even talking, you know. He's in a cold voice chat. He's listening to dopes.
Listen, it's good. He is Captain Obvious here, but it works.
Alright, well, it's the first 10 seconds. Let's see what else we got.
Why are you going offline? Just play one more game, you pussy. Is it your bedtime?
Jeffrey's the bottom of the bucket crab who pulls you down as you try to climb up. The Jeffreys of the world have spread like a plague, pulling down their peers and normalizing wasting their lives on instant gratification.
I don't know. I think it's an oversimplification. You know, people like to play games and people like to work out. It doesn't have to be like your friend is not letting you work out. So if you're in that state of mind, this video probably going to be like justifying stopping playing, I guess, which is what those people need to see.
Right, but you know a lot about my life. Would you say that people try and pull me down at all? Like out of my friends, the people who aren't on good habits?
No, but Ezra, for sure, they wouldn't let him even eat because they were in the middle of a game. He couldn't stop playing, so that's for sure.
Right.
But he was much younger, and it wasn't about the gym.
The peer pressure is intense to gravitate towards these stupid habits, right?
Yeah, but I think that the age group that he's portraying here is not accurate. That's what I actually think. I think that this works for an elementary school student, but a high school student, you're not going to stop him from working out because of a game. I think that's silly. Come on. That's right or wrong?
I think so. All right, let's keep going.
One thing I regret the most, it's me and Sam. You know,
You don't like this at all.
No, I think he looks like he's having a good time. He's happy-go-lucky and stuff.
I have over 10,000 hours on RuneScape, and if you didn't know what,
Here comes his statistics justifying this.
But you know how many hours I had on GTA, right? I mean,
again, you were in elementary school.
But do you think some kids like keep doing this for until their teenage years, or it's just a habit that gets cut off early in childhood?
Well, we can go over all the particular people you play with, but I don't think any of them don't work out because of the game. One guy plays the game, he was jacked. The other guy's a Marine, he was jacked. You play after, you play before. You can't play 24/7.
Okay, alright, well, let's keep going.
already, 10,000 hours is widely regarded as the amount of time it takes to
Now
reach
he's
pure
appealing to the
excellence in
interests
skill,
of the
and
household.
I wasn't even max leveled on RuneScape. I have thousands of hours on League of Legends and Minecraft too. And you know what's interesting? I don't regret the time spent playing games with close friends where we all had a huge laugh, but I do regret the thousands of hours playing video games solo, quietly, not even having a lot of fun. And it's the same for all the time I've spent on social media and porn and even YouTube. I felt directionless as a young man, but I figured out.
So what do you think about that? He's basically saying that if your friends are not online, or you shouldn't be doing stuff on your own that is like consuming most of your life, like social media and all that.
Well, definitely playing video games when you look back with 20/20 vision seems like a waste of time. But he's a goal-oriented individual.
Well, now he's a
But don't forget that playing those games and him interacting with the technology has created that monster that he is today. You know, if his parents didn't let him play games, he would be a bookworm or something. And he wouldn't be able to be so adept at technology. He seems like he's very good at this.
That's actually an interesting point. Kids nowadays are brought up on the fundamental learning environment that video games and technology provide, and that makes them like very good at like this kind of stuff, right?
How are you going to interact with a computer at a young age? It has to be games. I can tell you from my personal experience, it was also games, even in the 80s.
What kind of games were those?
Montezuma's Revenge.
And
Hashtag Montezuma's Revenge on an Apple IIc.
And Donkey Kong 2 or no?
No, Donkey Kong was a video game. You had to put a quarter in for that one. We had to walk down the street.
You mean an arcade game?
I had arcade games and I had games at home. My first system was an Atari 2400.
I guess
Kaboom was my favorite game.
we could do a whole video game oriented thing. But I think he's going to move on to something else. Let's see what he's got.
How to stop wasting your life faster than a lot of other people. And I think you'll easily be able to implement the same steps as me. Adonis has lived like a monk for an extended period of time. Through this solitude, Adonis came to realize what's important for a man. Serenity, brotherhood, growth, success, presence and gratitude. All of the things that come from going out into the world and being productive. But Adonis looks around at the men of today. Weak, angry, fragile, distracted and egotistical men. And then Adonis.
So what do you think of this like parallel between the Jeffrey and the Adonis? Because this is literally like the exact thing that his channel is entirely based on.
First of all, we can't watch this video without interacting with the technology that he's dissing. So that's kind of a flaw right there.
Well, he says
You know,
that
he showed a bunch of monks in the mountains. They're all built. They can't watch this video. So
right.
how would he make that money and interact with us?
But
so I
besides
think he's got
that,
a flaw. I think he's taking some of his old cultural ideas that he has, like the monks and the yetis and the people who have a lot of discipline, and he's kind of superimposing it on this. So it's a good sales pitch, but I think there's just too many buzzwords there.
but what do you think of like the polarity between this strong guy and the guy playing video games? Is that at all like indicative of real life, or it's just complete nonsense?
I think there needs to be a balance in today's technology age, and I think it's an easy thing to diss because it is like sedentary. You sit in front of it. Of course, you're gonna get fat and you're gonna be emotionally weak because you're getting all these images all day.
Right.
But he's also doing it because he just said about 50 different adjectives. It's like you're getting bombarded. So he's guilty of something. I think he's gaslighting us. That's what I think.
Okay, let's see what else he's
I
got.
think he is.
He sees you trying to become more disciplined, exercising, meditating. Adonis looks impressed. There's only one real way to waste your life. One way that serves no benefit whatsoever. Because life is weird. You can make a lot of mistakes and go through some shit, but that could be a valuable learning lesson that your future self is grateful for. And so the one real way to waste your life is with pointless instant gratification activities that aren't even a lot of fun. We get instant gratification, instant pleasure from the activities that aren't really good for us, like eating junk food, fapping to porn, watching YouTube videos or social media, playing video games. Do this right now to stop wasting.
So
I think this is the problem with a lot of these videos. He's doing his lowest common denominator bit. We don't eat junk food. We watch his videos. we're not really the same instant gratification junkie that he is
It's
requiring. Is requiring to get the most benefit out of this video. So it's a little frustrating to sit here and watch it because we're kind of being accused of eating junk food and doing all these things, but this is the problem with one-way communication. I think all this communication is still inherently flawed. But he's a good guy. He's just doing his best. You could always take a lesson from it. There's always something to learn from all these
Well, the truth is, I picked like the shortest, lowest common denominator video he has. He also has one where he has like deep thoughts about, the world at 3 a.m. that's like 30 minutes long as well. That's just him talking in front of the camera with no editing at all. Is that the kind of thing you like more?
Well, we'd have to see it. I haven't seen it, but based on what his message is right now, it's okay, but it's not us. So I guess we need to keep looking for a person, maybe someone like Andrew Tate, who really jumps into the deep end of the pool, as they say.
Alright, so with that being said, this Hamza reaction turned into my dad basically roasting Hamza for all he's worth. I mean,
Sorry, Hamza.
I kind of expected this to happen. I'm sure that any middle-aged guy looking at Hamza would think it's a total clown show. You have to be a part of the culture to understand, I guess.
I guess anything McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, next time maybe we'll do a video of the Hamza Unfiltered channel and him reacting to that, or Andrew Tate. He really likes Andrew Tate. We've been on an Andrew Tate binge for the last couple of days. So with that being said,
adios, Hamza. Take off your hoodie next time you do a video.
alright guys, thanks for watching.